So in the first standard, it is know the student and how they learn. So it is very important to know the student first and their interest. So for this artifact, I have chosen the focus area 1.2, understand how a student learn. So in this evidence, I have present my mentor email to me and my email to the mentor, as you can see on the artifact over there. So I have done my observation on one of my focus children, and I present my observation analysis and the lesson plan to my mentor, and the mentor told me that so this is the observation and the lesson plan, what you are doing is the very excellent. So this shows the future teaching experiences, how I will do to know the student learning. So another artifact for the standard 1, I have chosen the focus area 1.5, differentiate teaching to meet the specific learning needs of a student across full range of abilities. So in this focus area, I have chosen the interactive vocabulary chart. You can see over their picture as well. So it demonstrates my understanding of science for everyday words, family member, food, drinks, and household apps. Standard 1 implication, I will use the observation to daily teaching as the primary tool for the understanding how the children learn. Collaborating with family and colleagues, I will use the observation findings to plan, differentiate, and responsive experiences guided by the ECA Code of Ethics. Commitment to support diverse learning needs based on the children interest. Standard 2, know the content and how to teach it. So for this one, I have chosen the focus area 2.2, content selection and organization. In the evidence 1, I have chosen the artifact of the color sorting, learning activity plan. So this learning activity planning and implementation demonstrate my understanding of selection of the developmentally appropriate content for children based on their observation. The standard 2, I have chosen another focus area 2.5, literacy and the numeracy strategy. This learning activity of the early letter recognition and language development engagement, numeracy counting, and the making of the letters using the natural method. Standard 2 application, I will select it and organize the curriculum focused in children development and EYLF learning outcomes using natural and sensory materials that develop literacy and numeracy guided by the Code of Ethics. Standard 3, plan for and implement effective teaching and learning. So for this, I have chosen the focus area 3.2, plan, structure, and sequence learning programs. So for this evidence 1, the lesson plan of the circle making activity for children age 1 to 2 years demonstrate my understanding of learning intention, scaffolding strategies, formative assessment, via learning story, critical reflection, and EYLF outcome. 4. Curriculum links, mentor Karen Stevens sign and commented suggesting the fingerprint as an extension for children, saying that structure differentiated planning. And another, I have chosen the focus area 3.5, use effective classroom communication. For this one, I have chosen the evidence of the visual card, which demonstrates the concept including the sound safety, feeling like I'm thirsty, and another familiar object. Used this during the teaching session. This card support the effective classroom communication through picture association. So this integrated dual approach reflect the EYLF emphasizes on holistic and multimodal learning for all the children. So to implement the standard 3, I will develop the inclusive planning documentation responsive to children's evolving needs and build the effective inclusive communication strategy. The ECA Code of Ethics, commitment to equitable, respectful practice will guide my use of visual cards, support all children fully assess planned learning experience. Standard 4, create and maintain safe and supportive learning environment. For this, I have chosen the focus area 4.2, manage the classroom activity. So for this evidence, I have chosen the table activity preparation, which demonstrate how I design the physical environment to promote the safety and engagement of the children. This intentional setup promotes safe engagement, accommodate diverse sensory needs, and demonstrate proactive environmental management consistent with NQS quality area 3 of safe physical environment. And another one is focus area 4.4, maintain the student safety. So to maintain the student safety, I have done the training which demonstrate my knowledge of mandatory reporting obligation and abuse recognition to maintain the student safety. It fulfilled the duty of care responsibilities aligned with the NQS quality area 2. So to implement the standard 4, I'll prioritize the child safety and will maintain the current safeguarding certification and assess the physical environment for hazards and activity preparation as a pedagogical and safety act. The ACA Code of Ethics places children's well-being above all of these, and I'll also prioritize this in every environment I teach in. Standard 5, assess, provide feedback and report on the student learning. So for this standard, I have chosen the focus area 5.1, assess the student learning. So for this one, I have chosen the written analysis of the observation, which demonstrate systematic assessment of the children's learning during the placement. So reviewing observational data to identify the development patterns and link finding to the EYLF outcome. For the standard 5, another focus area is 5.5, report on the student achievement. So for this one, I have chosen the wall display of the children art, which demonstrate the children's creative learning to the children and families in a celebration and accessible format. So we'll do the documentation. Beside the documentation, this way I'll report the every child achievement, that what they are doing, and aligning with the EYLF documentation principle as well. So to implement this standard 5, I'll embed the continuous observation-based assessment and develop family-inclusive reporting approaches guided by the ACA Code of Ethics. Principle of respecting family as the partners, I'll integrate digital documentation platform alongside with the physical display, offering families and colleagues to engage with the children's learning journey. Standard 6, engage in the professional learning. So for this standard 6, I have chosen the focus 6.2, engage in the professional learning and the improve practice, which is very important. For this one, I have chosen the safe sleep practice. So this training provides evidence-based knowledge about the infant and the toddler sleep safety positioning and the environment requirement and the risk reduction. Another focus is 6.3, engage with the colleagues and the improve practice. For this one, I have chosen the mentor teacher Karen comment on the activity on children which I has planned and implement with the children. So she provided me the feedback with the extension with the paint on the fingerprint. So we had trouble holding markers. Could be another way to adapt the experience. So this feedback guided me to be creative about the material differentiation, reflecting AITSL with engaging colleagues and how I can improve my practice. So for this standard 6, I'll implement I'll view the professional learning guided by the ACA Code of Ethics. Commitment to ongoing reflection and improvement. I will develop professional relationship, engage with the colleagues, feedback. So for this standard 7, I have chosen the focus area 7.3, engage with the parent and the carer. So evidence 1, I have chosen the consent form, which demonstrate my understanding of the ethical and the legal framework governing the educator-family relationship. So seeking this informed consent, establish the transparent communication and respect families' right and privacy. For another, I have chosen another focus area 7.3, which comply with the legislative, administrative and organizational requirement. So for this evidence, the staff notice board and the team recognition display the demonstrated engagement with the center administrative communication structure and the professional culture. Notice board disseminate the legislative and the policy reminder, while the colleagues recognition reflect the NQS quality area 4 and the ACA Code of Ethics expectation of the respectful, collaborative, professionally accountable practice in early childhood setting. So for this standard 7 implementation, I'll build the professional family partnership within the legislative and organizational framework. The ACA Code of Ethics principle of professional integrity and the NQS quality area. 4 and 6 will guide my engagement